Hello, today I'm remaking one of my old videos on magic loops. I was recently asked in a comment how to finish tatting at the end, what do you do with the ends, and of course you can use a sewing needle and sew your ends in, which works really well, but I'm particularly a fan of using magic loops. I have two of them here. They are made out of a beading wire such as Fireline, and that works particularly well because it's very fine but also incredibly strong. And the other nice thing about it is that it has memory, so once you've inserted them you can fold them out of the way and carry on with your tatting. So I particularly like Fireline, works really well for magic loops. I have a video that shows how to make the knots if you want to make them yourself, and I'm going to put a link for that in the corner, and also a link for the video that shows how to use magic loop helpers, which is another method of encapsulating the magic loops while you're tatting. So the magic loops are inserted usually in the first chain and the last chain if you have two ends to hide and if you're working on a circular piece. Today I'm just working with one shuttle, so we're only going to have one end to hide. I'm going to insert it in the first chain, and I'm just going to make a ring and then go back and insert the end in to show you how it works. So you would normally use it in the last 5 or 6 stitches, or the first 5 or 6 stitches, depending on if you're inserting the first one or the last one. So I've made a ring already, so I'm going to reverse work and start a chain. So say I'm making 10 stitches in my chain. I'm going to do the first 4 stitches without the loop and then add the loop afterwards. So you would just place it on top of your tatting with the knot end on the left. Like this, and then just carry on making your stitches, making sure you encapsulate the magic loop with your stitches, so it has to lie along the core thread within your stitches. So I was making 10 stitches, so that's number 5. You can keep it shorter as well, sometimes that makes it easier to just push it through with the stitches. Six, 7, 8, 9. And the important thing is that you do not insert it in the last half stitch. So I'm at 9, now I'm doing the 10th stitch, so I'm going to do the first half and put the magic loop inside again. And don't pull that stitch too tight. Then I'm going to just pull it out of the way and fold it back and do the last half stitch. Not too tight again. Not loose, but just not too tight, like this. I'm going to fold it out of the way, reverse work. I'm going to make another ring, and then I'm going to go back and just hide one end using that magic loop. So just another quick little ring and 5 more stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5. So say I'm finishing here, and I've only put one loop in, so I'm only going to hide one thread, although you can actually put 2 loops in the same chain as well and hide 2 threads if you wish, but just for the sake of this demonstration we're just going to use one. So I'm going to cut my thread with my bad scissors here that don't cut very well, and all you need to do is open out the loop like this, pass your end through it like this, and then I'm going to start pulling on the end with the knot like this until I'm against the stitches. You just change hands like this, so, and then just carry on pulling until the thread goes back into the stitches. See, it's come through the other side, and that's it. Remove the loop and then continue pulling on the end. And that's all there is to it. Adjust your stitches a little bit, and then you can cut that end really short. And there you have it. So as I said, if you were doing a circular one, you would put 2 loops in, so you could hide both ends. You can also put magic loops in a ring. It works in the same way, although it's a little bit more difficult on a ring because, you know, it's a bit tighter, the curve on a ring, so it can make it a little more difficult to pull the thread through with the magic loop. So I tend to do them in a chain if you can at all. That's the best way. But I find that's a really good method. The only thing is you have to think about doing it at the beginning of your tatting. That's it for today. Happy tatting. See you next time. Bye bye.